They are missing you badly, and you don't know this yet. It is because, right now, they don't want to confess their feelings to you. They are scared to face you because they think about you every day. Feeling shocked, right? Well, this can become possible for you. There are high chances that the statement that I mentioned above will become your story only if you follow this one piece of advice. I have often found people committing this mistake that pushes their specific person away from them. Even I was guilty of committing this mistake, but when I became aware of it, my whole mindset changed, and I manifested beautiful things in my life. So, do you want them to be with you and confess their feelings to you? If yes, then stay with me till the end of this video. Have you ever looked around yourself and witnessed some couples where one partner is very average looking and the other is highly attractive? Despite being highly attractive and desirable, this person is chasing this average looking partner. It looks like the average looking partner is hardly making any efforts, while on the other hand, the good looking partner is literally obsessed with them. What does this average looking partner know that you are not aware of yet? What special powers does this person have? Why is this extremely attractive person all over them? Well, I too had these questions in mind when I saw a couple. I know you might think that the average-looking person had lots of money, but you will be shocked to know that the attractive partner was showering money on this average partner. Money wasn't the case. So, what was the case? Well, after observing it, I realized that the average-looking person was not committing the mistake that the majority of people do, which is putting the specific person on a pedestal. How many times have you seen people put their partner on a pedestal? People do it very often. The failed relationships start when they start making this mistake. I have a friend who makes this mistake again and again in her relationship. Back then, she had a boyfriend who treated her poorly. From looking at their relationship, it was evident that she was the one who was chasing him even after being in the relationship. She showered her partner with lots of gifts. Even so, she started ignoring me and her other friends because of her boyfriend. She did it because she was too focused on her boyfriend and didn't want to meet me and our friend group. All these activities made her put that specific person on a pedestal, and this continued for a long time. Afterwards, they broke up, and it was a hurtful event for her. As she said, I did many things for him, but he didn't appreciate it. She never listened to me. I told her that this was happening because of how she perceived herself in relation to her specific person. When she changed the way she perceived herself, she started to get into contact with a specific person. But it didn't work out. Long story short, she moved away from her specific person and found someone new, a common acquaintance. She never changed the way she perceived herself, the relationship, or a partner. The same story is repeating in her life, where she is again putting this person on a pedestal and complaining again. She told me that his present partner is doing the same things that she faced when she was with her previous partner. Again, she is putting this partner on a pedestal, and again, she is ignoring her friends. Again, her partner is treating her poorly, and again, she is acting cold. The story is repeating because she has not changed it. Now, she will blame her destiny, and this is happening because of the way she perceives herself. This is why Neville Goddard said, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. This is what is required to be done when manifesting a specific person. You need to change the concepts that you hold true about yourself. When you change the concepts, you start looking at yourself differently. When you start to look at yourself differently, the people around you also start looking at you differently. People are only reflecting the things that are true about you back to you. When you change the concepts you hold about yourself, people also change. But when people disregard themselves, they commit the mistake of putting themselves on a pedestal. They think that they are not good enough, and they are common people. When they do it, they start thinking that their specific person can find someone better than them, and that too very easily. This happens because these people don't think of themselves as rare and unique. They think they are easily replaceable, and they will become irrelevant in their specific person's life. They start embodying these beliefs and ideas, and this is where things start going wrong. To correct all of this, they have to follow a very different approach. When they follow this approach, their specific person will miss them badly. Their specific person will start feeling differently, and they will behave differently. To start with, you have to start looking at yourself as the star of your own movie. Now, what do I mean by that? Staring in your own movie simply means putting yourself first. See them as a part of yourself. Don't think that they are the only last resort in your life. You matter the most, have your own purpose and goals, and do things in your life that make you happy. Think as if your specific person is who you want them to be. Right now, if the situations in your life are unfavorable, then observe what you are affirming in your mind. You will see a correlation between your specific person's behavior and your affirmations. Neville discussed a similar phenomenon in one of his books, where he mentioned that if circumstances can produce certain feelings within you, then those feelings can in turn produce those circumstances in your life. This is the truth of manifestation. If a person knew how he would feel once he realized his objective, then he could manifest that objective. The feeling would awaken him to a state that, if he maintained it, would manifest in his reality. Similarly, there is a correlation between your inner thoughts and your circumstances. If your specific person is not in contact with you or they are ignoring you, then in your mind, you might be thinking that my specific person no longer wants me. They don't find me interesting. They have found someone else, and I am not important enough. Well, your inner dialogue would be in such a manner. You would say that their behavior is making you think in this certain way. You would say that if they behave differently, then I would think differently. Well, start thinking differently then. Start thinking as if they are who you want them to be. In your mind, affirm. In your mind, talk to them from the premise of your fulfilled desire. Start seeing them as your partner in your mind. Talk to them as if they are already in a relationship with you. If the circumstances surrounding them can produce a feeling and shape your inner dialogues, then your inner dialogues in turn can create your desirable circumstances. Drop the story from the past. Dropping the story from the past simply means to stop giving attention and importance to the old story. Stop repeating the old story that is in your mind. Stop telling this story to others. Stop mentioning this story in your mind. If someone asks you about your specific person, then change the direction of this conversation and tell them that everything is fine. Stop saying anything that does not match the reality that you want to experience. It does not matter if your current circumstances are opposite to your desired reality. Just don't react to them. Just feel the state of the wish fulfilled. Feel as if your desire has become your reality. Every feeling in this world can be felt internally. You can feel everything within you just by concentrating your attention on that feeling and the scenarios related to those feelings. Don't react to your outer circumstances. They are just old news, showing your past assumptions. Just move away from them by accepting your new assumptions as true. Now, you have to remain persistent. You have to become patient because things are going to change. Becoming persistent is the key to manifesting your desires into reality. When things start getting ugly, then it is the best time to persist in your new assumptions. Most of the people fail here. They think that nothing is changing and that they will not be able to manifest their desires. Remaining persistent at this time will give you massive results. Stop trying to manifest a specific person. Start claiming them as your partner. The situations never remain the same. They change, and they will change in your favor. If a physical fact can produce a psychological state, a psychological state can produce a physical fact. Therefore, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye have received them, and ye shall have them. You can manifest anything by imagining it is already yours, but if you don't change your self-concept, if you don't change your story, then you will lose it again. Therefore, changing your self-concept is the ultimate key when it comes to manifestation. In short, you can say that your self-concept is everything. You can change your self-concepts by listening to affirmations. That is the most effortless way to change the way you perceive yourself. Therefore, I have designed an affirmation tape that will help you immensely in changing the concepts you hold about yourself relating to love and your specific person. Just click on the first video that appears at the end of the screen.